Good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Before we start, I'm going to announce the rules that need to be followed by all participants. First, this webinar will run for about 2 hours. Second, each participant must have filled out the registration and evaluation form. Third, participants are advised to mute their mic to reduce background noise. Host will be automatically mute all participants. Fourth, there will be question and answer session, but participants can ask during presentation by Q&A room chat. Fifth, the moderator will pick up some of questions in Q&A room chat. Participants who do not fill out the registration and evaluation form will not get an e-certificate. Seven, the webinar will be recorded.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Are you ready, Dr. Sandy?
Yes. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, it's clearly.
Sound is less or okay? So sound okay? Sound okay?
Sounds okay.
Okay.
Bueno, can you try your voice there?
Okay.
The sound is
Okay, Bueno, can you try your voice there?
Assalamualaikum.
Not yet. Not yet.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Okay.
Okay, it's clear. The sound is clear. Jelas suaranya.
Okay, jelas.
Oke.
Jelas. Ya, Bu Inung nanti suaranya lebih keras. Bisa lebih keras suaranya. Iya.
Oke, lebih keras lagi ya. Seperti ini?
Oke.
Oke.
Ya.
Oke. Yap.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here this morning. Welcome to the webinar, Research and Clinical Education Innovation in COVID-19 Pandemic. The Honorable Head of Nursing Study Program, Faculty of Nursing and Health Sciences, University of Muhammadiyah Semarang. Dr. Sandi Poder, Master of Science PhD, Diploma Daya. Senior Research Director and Executive Editor Publications, Member of Board of Studies, Lincoln University College, Malaysia. Nurse Tri Nur Hidayati, Master of Medical Education, Department of Nursing, Faculty of Nursing and Health Sciences, University of Muhammadiyah Semarang, and all of the participants in the webinar. Indonesia Raya. Welcoming speech by Head of Master of Nursing Program, University of Muhammadiyah Semarang. We invite Dr. Vivi Yusafianti Pohan M. Would you please?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Dr. Sandep Podar, MSc, PhD, Professor Masruki, MPD, as Director of UNIMUS, Dr. Ali Roshidi, MKes, as the Dean of Nursing and Health Science Faculty, and ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Vivi Yosafianti Pohan. It is my pleasure on behalf of Nursing Master Program at Muhammadiyah University of Semarang, known as UNIMUS, to welcome you all to the Research and Clinical Education Innovation in COVID-19 Pandemic Web Seminar today. I would like to offer my thanks to our recorded speaker, Dr. Sandep Poder, MSc PhD from Lincoln University of Malaysia. We are very delighted to have you with us participate and share in this moment. It is important to continue the developing and innovation in health sector research, especially in this period of COVID-19 situation. Nowadays, public health is vulnerable to the transmission of coronavirus. As the first prevention aid, people need to be well educated and exposed to the right information. And of course, the patient needs to be treated with the accurate method. Nursing is one of the important subfields of health sector, particularly for managing patient care. The health sector experts must take active roles in the latest research. New findings and innovation are expected to overcome coronavirus transmission in the future. Nursing Master Program at UNIMUS in the development of nursing research with the educational objective to increase the nurse knowledge, skill, and attitude through nursing research. In this pandemic of COVID-19 period, nurses discovered a new problem which related to validation and accuracy data for a study. This was captured by the UNIMUS Nursing Master Program as an opportunity to continue to develop and improve nursing research. This webinar is going to run around 2 hours and led by Desi Ariana as moderator. I sincerely hope you will be enjoying the webinar. So, we will have new insight, also encourage health and nursing research to innovate the better finding. Thank you for your participation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The big challenge for universities today is how to prepare young people to face the demands of the times. UNIMUS nursing program is precisely not only pursuing the profession, but also contributing in the fields of nursing and health, both in Indonesia and international. Let's be watching the UNIMUS promotion video.
Bagi perguruan tinggi saat ini adalah bagaimana mempersiapkan generasi muda untuk menghadapi tuntutan kemajuan zaman. Universitas Muhammadiyah Semarang hadir tak hanya mengejar ranking, namun juga mencetak lulusan yang turut berkontribusi pada ekonomi dan kemajuan sosial serta berorientasi pada kelompok lintas multidisiplin ilmu. Ada 8 fakultas di UNIMUS yang terus melakukan inovasi pembelajaran demi menghasilkan lulusan yang siap menghadapi tantangan globalisasi. Fakultas-fakultas tersebut diantaranya Fakultas Ilmu Keperawatan dan Kesehatan, Fakultas Kedokteran, Fakultas Kesehatan Masyarakat, Fakultas Bahasa dan Budaya Asing, Fakultas Matematika dan Ilmu Pengetahuan Alam, Fakultas Teknik, Fakultas Ekonomi, dan Fakultas Kedokteran. kedokteran gigi. Masuk Universitas Muhammadiyah Semarang bisa lewat jalur tes atau melalui jalur prestasi, meliputi penelusuran siswa berprestasi, pemikat, penelusuran minat dan bakat, jalur bebas tes tulis, tersedia pula beasiswa Probea, program mahasiswa Duafa dan Perkomi, penelusuran atlet Komi, serta jalur khusus bagi kader Muhammadiyah dan para hafiz. Bidik misi atau Kartu Indonesia Pintar. Hubungi bagian PMB di kampus Jalan Kedung Mulu Raya nomor 18 Semarang atau klik pmb.unimus.ac.id. UNIMUS, a university for the excellent.
UNIMUS, a university for the excellence. Currently, we are covered by the coronavirus. To all participants, please fill out the link of registration. Kepada seluruh peserta webinar, dipersilakan untuk mengisi link registrasi yang sudah ditampilkan di screen. Currently, we are shocked by the coronavirus, COVID-19. Transmission is very fast, and the increasing number of people who test positive COVID-19 to make the government implement physical distancing policies for prevention of the spread of COVID-19. This policy has major impact on various sectors of life, one of which is education. The process of higher education should also be done with the right approach, can also help efforts to restrain the rate of growth of the outbreak. How can innovation in clinical education and research in order to keep it running during COVID-19 pandemic? Presentation and discussion will be conducted by Nurse Desi Ariana Rahayu MKep as a moderator. Mrs. Desi Ariana Rahayu is a lecturer of mental health nursing, Faculty of Nursing and Health Sciences, University of Muhammadiyah Semarang. She was graduate Master of Nursing from University of Indonesia. One of topics of research experience is positive affirmation on coping mechanism of chronic renal failure patients. Mrs. Desi, would you please?
Okay, thank you, Bu Dewi. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this nursing webinar entitled Research and Clinical Education Innovation in COVID-19 Pandemic, held by Nursing School of Universitas Muhammadiyah Semarang. Let me introduce myself. My name is Desi Ariana Rahayu, and I will be serving you as a moderator for this webinar session today. First of all, I would like to thank to the speakers, Dr. Sandy Podar and Nurse Tri Nur Hidayati, and all audiences for joining this webinar. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before we start the presentation, I would like to read the sequence for this webinar session. This webinar will be run as panel discussion and divided into 3 sessions. The first session is presentation, the second session is discussion, and the third session is evaluation. Okay, for the first speaker, I would like to invite Dr. Sandeep Podar to deliver his presentation about research innovation in COVID-19 pandemic in Malaysia. But before the presentation, I would like to read about his curriculum vitae. Dr. Sandy Podar, MSc, PhD, Diploma of Diet, was born in December 27, 1972. His nationality is India. His present designation now is as Senior Research Director in Lincoln University College, Malaysia, and then as an Executive Editor in Lincoln University College, member of Board of Studies, Lincoln University College, and member of Working Committee, Malaysian Citation Center, Ministry of Education, Malaysia. His educational background: he completed his Bachelor of Science in Zoology in University of Calcutta, India in 1993, and then he continued his diploma in dietetics in the same university and finished in 1995. And then he continued his Master of Science in Zoology in Diyarbakir Educational Institute, Deep University in Agra, India, and finished in 1998. And his recent study is in PhD of Science in Zoology in University of Calcutta, India in 2004. Okay. He also has a lot of research and publication background. And now I will invite Dr. Sandy Podar. Hello there. Good morning, Dr. Podar.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Podar. Okay, can you hear our voice clearly?
Yes. You can hear me?
Yes. So how are you doing today?
You can hear
How are
clearly?
you doing today?
Yes, fine.
Yes, I can hear you. Okay. Okay, so Dr. Sandy Podar, now you can start the presentation. The time is yours.
Thank you. I first make my thankful regards to all the organizers of UNIMUS, and it is my proud privilege to be part of this conference. Thank you, Dr. Vivi, first to give the introduction, and also to others organizers. I am not mentioning all the names as the time will be short, and I hope the conference will give some light to our daily life. As my speech is, you have selected that. Just 1 minute, I share the screen. Okay, you can see my screen. My screen can be viewed. My screen okay? Hello?
Okay, we can.
Okay.
Yes, we can see clearly.
Okay, thank you. So I am today talking about the research innovations in the COVID-19 pandemic in Malaysia aspect. Actually, this research and innovation is overall in our daily life. From daily morning to evening, we do research in our daily life. Morning, we wake up and go for brushing. We think which toothpaste is more tastier. So we think it is a peppermint taste or normal taste or gel or powder, which toothpaste we are using for brushing our teeth. So we do an extensive research, and there are different types of toothpaste come up in the market. So there is a means adherence and the correlation between everyday life, our daily need, and research. It is not that research always we think that okay, we sit on the lab and do some experiments. like we do ELISA, we do some HPLC, we do some testing, not like that. It is in our daily life. So on this aspect, I am going to present a different perspective of research area. In our, as per the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, there is a manual for research. And on this research aspect, there is two major things. A classification is there. That is, one is field of research, that which field the research should be there. It is scientific or academic discipline, and like that economic development or by laboratory development, educational development. So which is the, what is the field of research? Next is socio-economic objective. So what is the effect of economics and social, environmental and technological and scientific domain? So in these two aspects, we use for our research and development. So in this research and development, there are different boundaries in which we are talking about, and we are working on different aspects of research and development in our day-to-day life and also in the research field. So first is education, training and training of personnel of students. So here we know that postgraduate research as a PhD or anything research master degree level research is considered as a research in the field. So new teaching methods have been coming up for this COVID-19. As you see, this conference we are doing online. Previously, we don't think about this online conference. We think only we gather together, we go, we talk, we meet with each other, we exchange our idea, we present some poster, and then take food and take some tour, then we go back. So, but the new in this aspect, COVID-19 situation, we have coming up with online conference. Same thing in teaching methods also we are doing research, like we do online classes in Malaysia now. In Malaysia, all the university is not allowed to take, school and university stop for taking class. Online teaching only allowed at present. So you have heard that Zoom platform like we are using now. Some days before, there is a insecurity or reasons for Zoom not to use, like that many things come up. But as the things come up, they also increase their security reasons, and the Zoom platform is okay, we are using now. So we don't know what will happen later on, but at present we have come up, the software developers come up with a new idea and they make more secure platform. So now we are using this Zoom, YouTube, Facebook Live, etc. by a secure way. So these are the online system and class support method where we are using, even we are using Edmado, we are using for primary school, we are using Class Dojo in the Malaysian schools. So every day the school university classes going on through online platform only. So this is a part of research. It is not that we just simply come up with a new idea. It is a continuous process of research. So which platform is better, WebEx, Zoom, there we have to work and we are working on it. Now there is specialized scientific and technical information services. So which is related to scientific data collection. That data should be coded, recorded, classified properly, and that data should be analyzed with the help of references. So these are the total research area, like we are doing PhD and etc. We can think that data collection, then we do statistical analysis, we do results analysis and the result and references. The same thing in the research also, everything should be based on data collection. Suppose I am giving an example that this coronavirus, from where it is spread. we don't aware about this in last year. When we do conference in collaboration with UNIMUS in our Malaysia in September, we are totally unaware about this COVID. We don't know at all. In March also, we do conference. We are not so much afraid, and we don't think about that thing. These things could be happen in our daily life. So it is first started in around November 2019 from China, and Malaysia it is first reported in January only. Only 2% was affected in January, and suddenly it increased. So this is the data we found that where the virus generate, from where the virus spreading. We found that it is spreading from China, Wuhan origin, then come to Singapore, then from Singapore to other places, from China to other places directly or indirectly, it is spreading. So this is the data source. By viewing and analyzing the data, we understand the source of the virus and how we can break the chain. Clear? So we are totally, this data is totally monitored every day in our ministry level, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education, Science, everybody is working on this data. This data is yesterday's data. You can see there is a total differentiation they are calculating. Where it is in Sabah, how many? It is in this state, Negeri Sembilan, how much? Selangor state, how much? In Kuala Lumpur state, how much? So all these statistically they are defining. So we can easily identify which state from where the disease is still there and it can be spread from where. But until and unless it is now lockdown condition, so no foreigner coming in, no flight going out, means officially. So whichever is coming in, we are making, means government making quarantine. So the person cannot move out before 14 days. They are strictly under monitor like that. But when it is opening, then we have to again more careful, of course. Suppose Singapore, before opening, they have only 2,000 cases. After opening in March, it go to 20,000 above. At present data, I have not seen also because I am afraid to see the data. So it is before 2000, now 20,000. A small country, Singapore. Indonesia also in very difficult condition. The infection rate is very high. Because this is a what we call the control of the disease and the population and how they are monitoring awareness among the person. So what I am going to tell is just previously I told the data analyzed. So this data is analyzed in our ministry level daily, and you can see how they are monitoring it. I am just showing you. You can see this Twitter data. It is from Twitter. They are every day they are placing these different types of data in Twitter. All the data can be available every day, day-to-day basis, every hour maybe, or every 5 or 6 hours they are posting something in the Twitter. So how they are generating? By analyzing the data. Clear? So the health persons only, like we are supporting in hospitals, etc. The data is collected, analyzed, then put in the system, and now it is in Twitter or Facebook or the social media to aware the people what is the present scenario. Now, so there is the routine data collection is there, and maintenance of national standard is also there. This standard, how we can monitor, etc. Now, on this context, one paper have been published, and this paper is survey based. So it is, the questions was asked around a group of people that whether or not they are agreed that COVID-19 situation would be successfully controlled or not. Second questions, whether they thought Malaysia would be able to win its battle against the virus or not. And third question is whether they thought that Malaysian government was handling the health crisis well or not. Of course, different persons have different perspective and perception on their own knowledge and own thinking. So they are giving different types of view. So we can found that 4,000 people agreed that it can be successfully controlled. Okay, and only 600 or 700 people told not sure. 100 of the people told no, it cannot be controlled. Next is how it is confident that Malaysia can win. Around maximum people told yes, we will win the scenario. So here, and the government of Malaysia handling properly, yes, many people is agreed, because the government here, they give more power to the Director General of Health. He is a doctor in profession, medical doctor. So Dr. Hisham. So he is controlling monitoring the system every day. And even all the measures the government taking for the betterment of the public. So this paper has been published in May 21 in PLOS journal. So public knowledge attitude and practices towards COVID-19, a cross-section study in Malaysia. So in this type of research also can be done in Indonesia and other countries as well. So we can find out that how the government action can be monitored and can be improved. It is not that we are analyzing and we keep in under our pillow. We analyze the data, we understand the deficiency of our system, and we can implement that research in our daily life, so that our life is more easy, not difficult, that we cannot go out from home and it is further long extending and extending. So now we can see that what is the feasibility of studies. So that also has to be taken in mind, that we do the conduct the survey where is this survey is feasible, or this study can be feasible or not. We telling that okay, we do random checking. Is it feasible? How much population we have? Maybe in Malaysia it is very few population, and all can spend the money to get tested for COVID. But suppose in Indonesia or more lower economic countries where they have the money, they don't have the money, and the population also very big. So how they can do this study is not feasible so much. That type of study means if we do COVID test in every person's level. Okay, now, so there is specialized medical care should be there. And that specialized medical care, we are in Malaysia, they are doing with the help of the hospitals, and they have specified, okay, this Sungai Buloh hospital, government hospital, specialty hospital is totally for COVID. Last 15 days ago, one of our staff I sent for dengue in Sungai Buloh specialist, because I believe that is the best, one of the best hospital in our Semarang state, super specialty hospital. So when they go to emergency, they told no, as it is not COVID, we not taking it here. You go to Semarang hospital. So refer to other public government hospital which is not treating COVID patients only. So already specified that this hospital is specified for COVID. They not allowing any other cases to go in. And when that person go to Semarang hospital, they tested and found negative. They tell we cannot take admission of you because the beds are limited for dengue. If it is positive, then we can take. As you are not positive, go back. After 2 days, you come if you are not well. But in the evening, he get deteriorated, he started diarrhea, so he have to be shifted in other private hospital. So, but the thing is that the system is telling that this is specialized medical center for COVID. Now, this type of treatment, we have, Malaysia, they have started the drive-through. In many places, in roads, they have started, and in many clinic and hospitals, they have started this drive-through testing. The person sitting in car, they take the swab, the machines are there, they're testing immediately. And in some condominium also, many of you have come to our university college. In front of our university, there is a new apartment beside the Giant. Maybe you have seen. Beside the Giant, there is a new apartment. And anybody coming and going want to enter that apartment need to have test. But what is the feasibility, we don't know, because everybody may not have the money to spend to do the test. So many person may not go inside. Okay, we don't go in. But in this way, they are trying to control. It is not that one-time test you find positive. Many case is become non-positive or non-detected. So around suppose 10% case only become detected, but rest 90% is non-detected. So that 90% spread means case is moving around us, and that is not so means not so serious stage, that only maybe they are feeling some sore throat, some little fever, or may not feel anything also. So 80% case is recovered at home level, and within that 20% who is showing the disease symptom, they are admitted to hospital, and within that only very few whose immunity is very less and who cannot withstand, and the affected or affection means the disease effectiveness is more, they are not with us, they have to die. It is normal case in any disease, like dengue also, in malaria also, in other cases also, that everybody not dying, only very few percent come positive test, and on that also very few percent is dying. But in this case, as the disease is very highly spreadable, highly infectious, for that is the main concern for us, that we cannot control the disease so easily. Like malaria or dengue, we know it is vector borne. A mosquito is the source, so we can catch the source. We can we can take prevention against the mosquito only. But here the source is air. One person, I don't know that he have the COVID or not. He is speaking with me, I got infected. Like a smoking, one person smoking, I inhale the smoke. Means it is a what you call passive smoking, passive smoker. Like that, I am getting infected without knowing anything. So that is the main cause of this disease. Now, all of you know about that thing, so I don't have to tell so much things on this. Actually, there are other factors in research. Clinical trial, we all know, and there is phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, what the clinical trials. Like any vaccine we have to develop, we have to do clinical trial. But as we know, it is a the virus is total have around 8 to 10 variety already, and very much RNA virus. So it is very unstable form, and it is very changeable form. So the vaccine is not so easy. Like same as dengue, still so many years we cannot develop a vaccine. Cancer, we cannot develop a medicine. We are trying, we are doing clinical trial, we are doing research in every aspect, medicine, genomics, proteomics, every aspect, even nutrition in our daily life. But we failed to develop a single medicine against cancer. It is a bunch of different types of disease causing cancer. Same thing, there is a bunch of different types of strain. This COVID was previously present also, but this variety is COVID-19, 2019, it developed. So this variety is so much spreadable, we cannot imagine previously. Now there is 10 variety, and 10 variety we cannot develop a single vaccine so easily. It needs clinical trial and also time, these things all under research. If we can develop, okay. If we means we can develop or not, that is we don't. I also don't know, and we don't know also. We are trying. So if a new drug discovered today, it can be patented, or it can be licensed, and they will get a big award, of course. So in this aspect, Malaysia also come up to with the World Health Organization and told, yes, we will have the testing clinical trial test. We will allow our patients to WHO module, means the drugs, whatever they are prescribing, we will do the clinical study here. So as per the WHO, in this one is in April, I think, April 5th, the news come up. So as per the WHO that time told, hydroxychloroquine is effective against the prevention of this disease. So everybody is buying and searching where is that medicine can be available. So from that country they are importing, like our US president also import this hydroxychloroquine from India. As he told also that I don't know that what to use of this hydroxychloroquine. It is to eat or it is to see, I don't know. As the doctors told, as the scientists told, I ordered and bring the hydroxychloroquine. But this hydroxychloroquine, and recent study in last 15 days ago, Lancet journal mentioned that whoever having breathing trouble, there is adverse effect of hydroxychloroquine. So hydroxychloroquine cannot be prescribed for all the patients. So WHO told hydroxychloroquine cannot be used for all patients of COVID. Already a new idea have been developed. So there is a perception, we think that yes, hydroxychloroquine can be effective. Then we tried on the patient sample. We failed, not failed, means we think that, okay, these some cases, patients not responding and the disease is more causing more harm with this drug. So we discard the idea to use the hydroxychloroquine abruptly in all patients. That I go to shop, I buy and take. No. Like it is not a Panadol or some paracetamol like that. Okay, I have fever, I go and take paracetamol, the fever will be less little bit. It is not like that. Hydroxychloroquine cannot be taken by everybody. It's like the antibiotic. I cannot tell all antibiotic, okay, everybody will take the same antibiotic in shop. So same way, this clinical trial has been implemented in Malaysia, and the first patients also in April 22nd, you can see that April 1st they have started, and April also they have find cure with the trial. So what are the different aspects of trial they have made? We can search and we can check detail. That is, I'm not discussing it here. So that is a research. So, but it is not, as I told, it is not clinical trial, and it is not sure that this trial patient is same medicine will affected to same recovery rate in another patient. It is a trial and not proved yet that all patients with all varieties strain of COVID can be cured with this trial. It is a case study. Clear? Next is, as we are in lockdown condition, we develop different types of food habit. We cannot go to restaurant. We are ordering food online. It is not that we are ordering. There are many persons of old age who cannot go out, who cannot cook by themselves. So they have to order their food for daily to daily, means for they cannot go to market. They cannot go for medicine to buy. So they have to be stay in the home and order the food through Food Panda, Grab, etc. It is not that we are ordering KFC every day for taking our delicacy. It is a daily need that old person cannot go out. How he will eat? He cannot go for marketing. He cannot cook himself. So he has to order the food from these persons. But what will happen? These persons are safe? So there is a research area. So in this research context, that when we find that these persons are also frontliner, as doctor, nurse, this cleaner, Grab food driver, Food Panda driver, all are frontliner of this COVID fight. So there is a university here, they are giving free vaccination to the University Malaya. They are giving the free vaccination of influenza vaccination to these Grab or Food Panda drivers. So this is the research that, okay, why they have to work? We can tell, yes, you don't have to go out, Food Panda, stop. No, we cannot do that. Malaysian government allowed. Yes, Food Panda have to serve. They have to serve online. The postman should serve. The cleaners should serve. And when they analyze, yes, these are the frontliner. So they have to be vaccinated with influenza virus. At least we try that influenza vaccination to be given. Like that, they are working. So this is also a research output. Now, also there is a different types of view that less sleep is leading to means more prone to COVID. Why? Of course, no, because less sleep, less immunity, causing to more prone to any disease, not only COVID. So there should be a policy from here. All the study when we make, we come up with the policies. Okay, lock down the country. Don't allow other persons to go in. Like this type of policy, we are going to implement and find out. So what are the policies? Suppose one policy I'm just telling, Malaysian government is now relieving the movement control order stage by stage. Last week was Hari Raya, Eid festival. So they have lifted the movement control order. They told, yes, one state to another state, you can move. You can do small gathering of 20% only, not more than that. In restaurant, you can go, you can dine in together, but you have to keep 2-meter distance from each table. You can go for swimming. You cannot go for swimming, but you can play tennis. You cannot play football. You can play tennis, long tennis, because the distance. You cannot go for school. You have to go for online class. So there are different categories. They have specified each and every category. How? This is the policy output of the research. Total research they have done. They have found, yes, other country, how it is increasing. Increasing through the population, they are gathering. So in this Eid, the Sultan of this state told, no, mosque door will not open. You do your prayer at home. We don't want the spreading of disease at the community level. So mosque gate not open, same temple gate not open, church gate not open. All the temple and worship step closed. They are doing prayer inside. The priest praying means inside the mosque. The azan can be heard, but the people cannot go inside the mosque. So this is a preventive measure. Not that every objecting anybody anything or something. How this policy come up? This policy come up from the history and data analysis of all the matters. Now, suppose this COVID in this MOSTI, Malaysian Ministry of Science and Technology and Innovation, they come up with the vaccine development collaboration with other countries. South Korea, UK, Bosnia, and all these countries are trying to make a collaborative effort to form a vaccine. We don't know it can be happen or not, but they are collaborating. This is a policy also from the government, Ministry of Science and Technology. Then also they are thinking which subject means which area to more gear up. Like they are thinking that yes, we have to give the technological support. So the technological skill startup of the social working should be more. So they are generating fund and give the fund shifting to that side. So as we know that education sector in private universities is in stress condition also because the economic recession. The student cannot afford the fees because many parents cannot have the money, etc. So they are thinking to bring the foreign student, how to bring the foreign student. Also, like Indonesian students or other country student want to come for higher study, also they cannot come because there is a issue that COVID can happen to them or us, we don't know. So that is a policy they are thinking, and maybe they will come up with some sorts of what you call solution. They already come up. They told after arrival you have to stay 14 days quarantine, then only come to university for your research work. Now there is type of activity. There are three types of research we know: basic research, applied research, and experimental development. As I told, basic research is in laboratories that we are doing the test, developing the vaccine or testing anything, microscope that it is the malaria parasite is there, how much is that total count. These are all basic research. Applied research, this is the applied research. When I found the data, how I can implement on the society. And then experimental development. So I have to develop PPE kit, cover up the body, how the PPE kit can be more easier and more, this is the experimental development, how we can implement in the daily life. So there is a focus point, like one of the ministry have been given that I can show you this one more. This is the Ministry of Home Affairs. They have given this job to one of the university. So what they are telling that so there is an industrial linkage, and they are doing that. What is the implementation? How the stability, perception of MCO, effectiveness of MCO, etc. They are checking. So this is a part of research. This is started last in June only. So this is the current evaluation, and it should be this study. They are giving target that within June you give the report that what is the input and how the government will make the new policies about this implementation of research. Then there is different types of research, as I told you: pure, strategic, applied, and experimental development. Many of you have come to Malaysia. You know the previous airport condition is like this. Many people are moving around, but now the condition is like this. No people is working, and it is empty look. Sorry. The tourist places, many of you have seen, so many crowded. So now it is no place, no person is working. It is not only, it is a picture of Batu Cave, you know. Then other places also: Genting Highland, Langkawi, Cameroon Highland, Penang Island. So many places in Malaysia, Twin Tower, all is empty. So this is a very bad condition of economy. And this MCO in May, this is the May data, more than 600,000 people is jobless. So unemployment rate go up. So this is a very bad condition on economy. And this economical recession is causing depression in our daily life. And this is called black dog symptom. We don't know, we are continuously going under depression every day because our normal life is hampered. We cannot go out, we cannot mix with friends. We are thinking that, oh, every day so many persons dying. So many persons are what you call affected by COVID. We cannot mix easily. We have to be very careful. Like this type of thinking, when I think, we become depressed and we cannot go out from this depression. So like that, I'm just telling that I have stopped to see the data of increasing the COVID. So we don't see the data. I don't see the data now. Previously, every day I see in the morning, afternoon, what is the data? Every day. This country going up, Spain going up, UK going up, China going down, like a competition going on. Who is the first? How many persons is dying in COVID? How many persons infected in COVID? So, but that data is causing a silent depression in our mind. So we stop that data seeing. What to see? We see how much recovery we are getting, how other countries, they are preventing this causing of data, means increasing of this disease, spreading of this disease. Now Malaysia, every day, there are previously I told, in January it is 2 cases. After that, every day it is more than 100 cases infected. Now it is below 50. Every day below 20, like that cases now. How? Because the public awareness. I just come with that one. You can see this public awareness. This is in March 16th when the MCO has been implemented fast, lockdown. Government told, okay, we are going to lockdown. Everybody jumped in the supermarket, Tesco, Hero Market. Every rack is empty like this. You can see total empty, no egg. In the fridge, if you open, nothing. All for the French fry, etc., ice cream, everything vacant. So panic, everybody panic, and everybody crowded on the shop. But now they understand and they do a social distancing measure. All stock have, every rack have egg, every fridge have the matters. You can see when they entering, they are checking temperature, they are making social distancing. They have now implemented barcode. If I go to Tesco, I have to scan my mobile with the code, and that code will tell me that yes, it is recorded in Ministry of Health data, and what is the temperature of that place I am entering, and they are checking my temperature. So if anything already detected, that where is the source, how we can prevent, everybody wearing mask, you can see it is not casual. Oh, so no problem, I go together, I go. No, everybody is maintaining now. Government told, Sultan told, no, don't go to mosque. No, nobody go. They pray from their home. They understand that yes, this is the way we can prevent the disease. So this understanding and this awareness should be there in our daily life. And this is the outcome of the research. Now, in this scenario, I just want to tell, this is a COVID-19 research fact sheet. So here you can see research fact sheet in this website. So fact sheet 1, it is done by the Academy of Science, Malaysia. Fact sheet 1 is understanding the stability of coronavirus. So everybody should be aware where and how the stability of this virus is there. Next is diagnostic interpretation, how we can diagnose through normal test and through PCR, etc. They have done very good system, but in highly populated country like India, etc., very difficult to implement that system. They cannot implement. In Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka, no. In Malaysia, it is okay, because if somebody have fever, the person from the hospital come and checking the blood sample, taking the blood sample to home, the center. They don't take the patient at first. They test, then again after 2 days, again come, take the swab. If not found, if fever is still there, they take the patient to hospital, test respiratory index, etc. Then they leave on antibiotic, etc. Not that, okay, tested one time negative, go. You queue in hospital. No, they don't allow the patient to go to hospital. Patient stay at home. They come to patient and take the sample, go test and give the report. That is not possible for every country. We have to think that one also. That is research aspect, that how we can implement in highly populated country, how we can implement in Indonesia, how we can implement this in India. Cannot. This is totally different. Now, this is the clinical characteristics, then clinical trials, as I told, then characteristic of the COVID patient, what are the characteristics of the patient can develop, then epidemiology of the outbreak, how we can control and how we can monitor this disease. So I think I have taken a much longer time from my specific time. So this one actually told by Professor Victor. I just want to share. Professor Victor was in World War time. He was present in with the what do you call? He was present. He was a prisoner. In the prison, he write the book "Man's Search for Living." He developed an idea of what you call means why the man is living, why the man want to live, because he see when the persons was present in World War time, they are dying, their family members dying there inside in front of them. They don't have food. They're taking only 1 cup of soup every day. One side there is a small hole, wind coming, another part is a small stair, the wind going out. Whole room is like that, so many persons. One dead body is here. Means family members cannot take out. When after few day, one day they want to take out, leg come out from the body. Total horrible condition. But Victor was there. His friend told that, okay, Victor, I get a dream that 31st March I will be relieved. So he was very happy on first week of March. So second week March, very happy. Yes, I am leaving, going to leave. They are leaving me from the prison. But on 26th March, he found that he cannot go out from this prison. It is a only dream. So 27th March, he deteriorated. 30th March, he cannot move. He lying down. And 31st March, he expired. Because his perception was there that I will be relieved. But he is totally depressed, and that depression caused him death. If he has think, no, I can be relieved, like Victor, he was writing a book. He think, no, whatever is going on, I am writing. So what is the condition, you know? They cannot, maybe you have, some of you read that book, they cannot move. They cannot move 6-inch step. Staircase also cannot climb because they are so weak when they are relieved. Because they are only getting soup and typhoid also there. They are dying. Cannot take food also. One person dying with typhoid in the same room. So that is a total scenario and the thinking that how he lived on that scenario. So what he is told, when we are no longer able to change the situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Very important thing that when we cannot change this COVID, we understand that not COVID only. Suppose volcano eruption in last year in Indonesia, or California fire, or oil spill in sea, these or the earthquake, these are not in our hand. We cannot change this situation, but we are challenged to change ourselves. We cannot now go to the shop and do shopping like this. We have to change our mindset. We have to shop like this, not like go and do shopping like that way. We cannot go for gathering. We have to do online. We have to do maintain social distancing. We have to use every aspect in the thing. So in this context, I just want to share that there are many things, what we call our Ministry of Education, Ministry of, this is Pusat Sitasi, as I told, not told, means they are also coming up in their website, etc. There are different types of online programs of LSVR, etc. EBSCO, that these are the Skyville, Zoom meetings. So they are offering, means giving the information freely, and the persons who are interested, they can log in, register, and go into the webinar series. Like these are the many web series are website available in there, make available to the researchers to think and to share their views. There are many international matters also means society also there, like mental health association. They have their own website. How we can prevent means gear up the mental health of the persons, that also can be seen, means we can implement in our daily life. So with this, I should tell that we are struggling for existence, as Charles Darwin told, and there is a survival of the fittest, of course. Who is the fit? They will survive. If human not fit, human have to go out. Like dinosaur not fit, they go out. Human, if not fit, they have to go out. If human cannot breed normal delivery, if they have to go for assisted delivery in future, means the species going to extinct. So there, who is determining this? This is determined by nature. There is not in our hand. We are just playing our roles. It is all controlled by nature. And thank you for giving me the opportunity. Any questions from the panel member and comments? Welcome.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Potter, for your such an interesting presentation. So that was the presentation from Dr. Santi Potter. But before we continue our second presentation, we shall see at a glance of Nursing School of Universitas Muhammadiyah Semarang in a short video. During the presentation, we welcome you to give the questions for the speakers by texting the question in question and answer room chat, and we will read the questions later in the discussion session.
Program studi perawatan UNIMUS mencetak perawat profesional selingkuh berkarakter dan berwawasan internasional. Hadir tak hanya mengejar prestasi, namun juga turut berkontribusi dalam bidang keperawatan dan kesehatan di Indonesia serta di kancah global. Memiliki 4 program studi, yakni D3 Keperawatan, S1 Ilmu Keperawatan, Profesi Nurse, dan Magister Keperawatan. Mari bergabung bersama kami. Hubungi bagian PMD di kampus Jalan Gedung Mundur Raya nomor 18 Semarang atau pmd.unimus.ac.id. UNIMUS, a university for the excellent.
Yes, UNIMUS, a university for the excellent. And shall we continue? Now we are going to continue our second presentation by Nurse Nur Hidayati, Master of Medical Education. I would like to read a glance of her curriculum vitae. Nurse Nur Hidayati as the Master of Medical Education, we used to call her Bu Inu. She joined in University of Muhammadiyah Semarang in 2004. She was born in Klaten, 28th of October 1978. And her educational background, she completed her Bachelor of Nursing degree in Yogyakarta Muhammadiyah University in 2003. And then she continued her Master of Medical Education in Gajah Mada University and completed at 2011. Please, William, can you hear our voice there?
Yes, very clear, Mrs. Delcy. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
thank you. So, William, how is content today?
Oh, it's very shiny. It's very clear. It's very clear.
Okay. Would you please speak a little bit louder?
Okay.
Would you please
It's
louder?
okay. It's louder.
Yes.
Enough?
Yes, it is
Okay.
better now. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
You your presentation. The time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Honorable Rector University of Muhammadiyah Semarang, Professor Masruki, Magister of Education, the Honorable of Dean of Faculty of Nursing and Health Sciences, Ali Rosiri, and then the Honorable Faculty of Vice Dean of Faculty of Nursing and Herbal Nursing Master Program, Dr.
Miss,
Vivi Yosifianti Pohan.
Miss,
And then
please
the
speak
Honorable,
louder, Miss.
yes?
Louder.
Okay, okay, I will speak louder. Okay,
Louder.
okay, okay. The Honorable Speaker from Lincoln University, Dr. Sandeep Podar, and committed and participant in this webinar. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thanks to God, let us together give thanks to the presence of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, His blessing and gift. So until this moment, we are still blessed with full happiness. We can together and healthy, safety, and can attend today's webinar event, even though in our office and home. And our blessing greeting, so always be praised to great Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, peace be upon him, because he is our role model in morality and prophetic teaching of Islam. Okay, I will present and share about material today about innovation and clinical teaching education. Okay, let me share.
Okay, while we prepare her presentation, I would like to explain the topic that will be presented by Bu Inung is about clinical tutorial and assessment. Okay, Bu Inung will be present about clinical tutorial and assessment, clinical teaching during COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, we can see your PowerPoint presentation there. Bu Inung, please continue your presentation.
Okay. So it's clinical education is very important to us. So especially in pandemic COVID, so we have to change our how to clinical tutorial. So this is the objective that I will speak with the two languages, with English language and then Indonesian language to easy to the participant. The objective is to share clinical tutorial innovation in COVID-19 pandemic before and after. And the second objective is assessment innovation in COVID-19 pandemic, and then the process to implementing the program, and then the challenge and the realization. Jadi di dalam tujuan dalam webinar hari ini adalah untuk mengetahui bagaimana sih kita inovasi tutorial klinisnya, kemudian bagaimana inovasi untuk penilaian di dalam profesi, kemudian juga proses implementasi dan bagaimana refleksinya. Nah, and then the almost 2.5 months Indonesia in the beginning of March, we need adaptation. We need.
Can I interrupt?
Okay.
Can I interrupt?
Yes, yes.
Would you please make the presentation into slideshow so
Okay.
the audience will see it clearly?
Okay, is it okay?
Yeah,
It's
it's
clear.
much
Okay.
better. Thank you very much.
Okay, okay, you're welcome. And to have a moment, to help months, we have need adaptation because we have a lack experience and knowledge about the online or system. so that we have to know that pandemic is very change our life. So all activities, everyone is into online system like study from home or work from home, and all learning has to conduct it from home. So we need innovation because we know that Mr. Nadiem Makarim said that we have to need innovation that make our students much better understanding. Jadi dalam waktu 2 bulan kita memang butuh adaptasi yang luar biasa karena memang pengalaman yang kurang di dalam pembelajaran daring, dan semua kegiatan dalam 2 bulan setengah ini mulai awal Maret kita lakukan itu dalam sistem online semua. Semua pembelajaran harus dilakukan dari rumah dan itu sangat membutuhkan inovasi. Dan itulah yang penting kita lakukan hari ini supaya kita bisa menciptakan lingkungan yang baik untuk pembelajaran. We have to creating safe environment for learning and personal growth learned. The first is safety is paramount. Communication and transparency is the key. And then we have to flexibility needed from all stakeholders in university and a hospital. And technology can help, but be realistic. But maybe the internet is very slow, and then a student or even a lecturer don't understand about the IT. And then the fourth, acknowledge the need of physiological adaptation to change and crisis. We know we have and our home is about 2 months, 2.5 months, and we feel we want to go out, but we can't. So that's make a psychological adaptation is a change. And the fifth is tap into the wisdom and collegiality of the community. Jadi kita memang harus menciptakan lingkungan yang aman untuk pembelajaran dan untuk perkembangan ataupun untuk peningkatan diri. Yang pertama memang keselamatan itu memang paling penting dan terpenting, dan kemudian kita juga harus menciptakan komunikasi yang baik melalui tentu saja melalui daring, apakah itu melalui medsos, kemudian juga melalui email, melalui Zoom seperti ini ya. Dan kemudian kita juga harus fleksibel terhadap semua stakeholder yang ada di dalam proses pembelajaran. Kemudian teknologi itu juga bisa membantu, tapi kita juga harus realistik karena tidak semuanya memahami teknologi. Apakah itu mahasiswa ataukah itu tendik, ataukah mungkin juga dosen-dosen juga perlu belajar tentang IT kembali. Kemudian yang keempat adalah memang perlu adaptasi psikologi terhadap perubahan yang memang kita harus dituntut di rumah, jarang keluar. Kemudian yang kelima, kita juga harus paham bahwa dalam masuki new normal seperti ini ya memang butuh support dari berbagai pihak. Nah, I think it's before COVID-19, it's very normal and we can interact each other. And I think we miss all this moment. Everyone miss all the moment. We can interact to our people. Jadi memang sebelum COVID-19 ini sangat menyenangkan sekali kita bisa bertemu dengan orang-orang, berinteraksi dengan orang-orang, dan sangat mudah sekali kita bisa membantu satu sama lain. Tapi ketika setelah COVID nanti akan banyak membuat perubahan pada diri kita. Now, after COVID-19, optional clinical education is open virtual class. All of is open virtual class because our university have some regulation that we have teach by virtual class. Even lectures, even assessment, even clinical education, it's all in virtual class. And our university have regulation virtual class until 29 June. Jadi setelah COVID-19 ini ada kebijakan dari Universitas Muhammadiyah Semarang, itu kita juga memberikan open virtual class mulai dari awal Maret sampai besok 29 Juni, dan nanti kalau memang ada kebijakan lagi apakah diperpanjang tidak akan dilakukan kembali. This is our e-learning. Ya, ini contoh kalender yang dipakai di keperawatan UNIMUS, baik profesi maupun akademik. We use e-learning for profession education since 2017, but in academic education and bachelor undergraduate, we use e-learning is the beginning of 2000. It's very long time, and it's very easy and it's very paperless. Everyone can share the duty, and everyone can do the assignment to the e-learning. It's very easy, and it is some research in online nursing education. Yeah, the challenge on online education, some research that we can talk about it more. This is the second research in online nursing education. And then we know that we become a clinical teacher. It's not easy. So we have to have a high motivation to be an excellent clinical teacher. Excellent clinical teacher is how those interested to teaching and learning. And if they are not interested in teaching and learning, they can transfer their knowledge better than that who have motivation. So it's very important, the first one. And they spend time with learner, explain things and answer questions, even though that some of clinical teachers have little time. So we have spend time learner, even it's very limited time. They are well organized and prepared to have learners in their clinical setting. And then they are facilitate the student learning and focus on the student clinical listening skills. Jadi memang menjadi clinical teacher yang excellent itu sangat tidak mudah. Kenapa? Karena yang pertama harus ada motivasi secara tersendiri atau khusus, bagaimana dia tertarik enggak untuk mengajari seseorang. Jadi yang pertama adalah tertarik dalam mengajar dan belajar, kemudian menghabiskan waktu bersama mahasiswa, ya menjelaskan, menjawab pertanyaan, walaupun memang waktunya sangat terbatas. Kemudian memang sebagai clinical teacher yang baik, yang memang harus dipersiapkan dengan baik di dalam clinical setting yang memang sudah dipersiapkan dalam rotasi profesi. Dan juga memfasilitasi mahasiswa untuk belajar, terutama pada penalaran klinis. Jadi reasoning skills-nya itu yang nanti akan dipelajari. Nah, then adaptation teaching and learning method that we know that we have many method teaching learning that we use in profession education, like bedside teaching, yeah, that and we combine bedside teaching and clinical tutorial, and then we adapt this and about method exam like 360-degree, like mini CX, DOPS, case reflection, student oral case analysis, and then we have to routine monitoring by coordinator of study program or station. And then a clinical deficiency after COVID-19 and involvement with the field of work. Jadi ada beberapa adaptasi yang perlu kita lakukan dalam selama pandemi ini, yaitu dari adaptasi metodenya yang nanti saya akan jelaskan adalah tentang metode clinical tutorial. Kemudian adaptasi dalam method of exam. Jadi ada beberapa yang bisa kita modifikasi untuk bagaimana asesmennya. Kemudian perlu monitoring yang teratur oleh koordinator, jadi akan lebih bagus lagi. It's more important that we have to routine monitor because it's very difficult. Jadi sangat penting sekali kalau kita memang monitor secara rutin apakah memang kompetensinya tercapai atau tidak selama stase tersebut. And then clinical deficiency after COVID-19. Jadi setelah selesai pandemi ini, kita perlu tata ulang kembali. Kira-kira di stase mana yang kurang untuk capaian pembelajarannya, dan bisa kita redesain kembali supaya nanti pada saat mahasiswa bisa masuk ke rumah sakit, bisa terlibat di rumah sakit. Nah, ini nanti kita berikan kompetensi atau keterampilan yang mana yang memang perlu dilakukan kembali. Then the fifth, involvement with the field of work. Jadi artinya bahwa sebetulnya ada yang menarik, tawaran-tawaran terkait dengan relawan ya, relawan COVID. Itu bisa digunakan atau dilakukan sebagai pengganti di dalam proses pembelajaran, dan terutama beberapa mahasiswa yang ekstensi yang bisa bekerja, jadi mereka bisa tetap bekerja dan belajar dan menggunakan saat mereka praktek di saat bekerja tersebut. Jadi involved with the field of work. And then now I will tell you about adaptation clinical tutorial. Clinical tutorial in us is combined between physical examination, patient examination, and discussion. And then beside teaching is have first taken step taken determination of clinical case that will be used as a beside teaching material, mainly cases in the treatment room, so that follow-up can be done. Case selection is agreed between a preceptor and the corners. Jadi di dalam clinical tutorial yang kita gunakan itu kombinasi antara beside teaching dan diskusi. Dan di mana di beside teaching ini jadi mahasiswa ini nanti bisa didampingi untuk proses pembelajaran bedside teaching, dan nanti akan kita lihat di situ kasusnya itu biasanya disepakati antara preceptor dan nurse yang akan ada di dalam bedside teaching. Nah, di dalam bedside teaching itu sendiri itu proses pembelajarannya bisa pakai 5-minute preceptorship. Jadi ada pakai 5-minute preceptorship di dalam bedside teaching sehingga nanti proses bedside teaching akan berjalan dengan baik. So now we the next step, step 1 that we use in clinical tutorial, patient examination, and then performing student can perform in front of the preceptor or not, and we can history taking and physical examination, and then the preceptor give a feedback to the student, and this feedback can be delayed in discussion. And COVID pandemic as preceptor, we can give a vignette or for video to the by Zoom or Google Meet or WhatsApp group that's make us easy like this one. And then the step 2, we can discussion 1 is analog with a step 1 to 5 PBL, perform independently or with the preceptor, and then discuss case analysis column 1 to 5, possible to feedback. Dalam step yang kedua ini diskusinya sama seperti di diskusi PBL 7 jam step itu, step 1 sampai 5. Nah, dalam step yang kedua ini bisa didampingi oleh preceptor, bisa juga dilakukan mandiri oleh mahasiswa. Dan diskusinya tentu saja apa yang dia lakukan pada saat bedside teaching, kemudian nanti akan mengisi kolom-kolom yang akan saya jelaskan lebih lanjut. Nah, di dalam step yang kedua ini mahasiswa tidak perlu membawa buku, sehingga apa yang mereka lakukan, apa yang mereka dapat untuk diskusi ya sesuai dengan pengetahuan mereka selama proses diskusi. And then we have to the independent learning. It's not a part of step 2. Independent learning is analog to step 6 PBL. It's literature review, research theory. Student can search about a journal, search about evidence-based nursing, or discuss with a clinical teacher, or discuss with the community scientific session, or even discuss with a doctor. So that the independent learning that students have to search everything, sehingga jadi mahasiswa bisa mencari literatur review terkait dengan pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang sudah dilakukan atau dibuat pada saat di pertemuan yang pertama. Tadi setelah pertemuan pertama atau step 2 tadi, ini nanti kemudian kita buat independent learning. And then the step 3 or discussion 2 analog to step 7 PBL, reporting with the preceptor, and then we discuss case analysis with 6 and 7 table, and then give formal presentation in the step 3. So, and then di dalam diskusi yang kedua atau step yang ketiga ini sama persis seperti reporting. Jadi analog to step 7 PBL. Jadi nanti akan bertemu dengan reseptor, mendiskusikan hasil temuan mereka, hasil jawaban pertanyaannya, kemudian memberikan formal presentasi. This is the case analysis. It is a 7 table. This 7 table. The first column until the 5 column is the discussion 1. And then learning issue and problem solving is the second discussion. Jadi untuk pertemuan pertama ini mulai dari kolom 1 sampai 5, kemudian pertemuan yang kedua ini adalah pertemuan kedua ini menjawab pertanyaan atau reporting di kolom 6 dan ke-7. And then what about adaptation assessment? We have example of assessment when a normal time before pandemic. We have a mini CX, mini clinical evaluation exercise. We have a clinical encounter cards. We have a clinical work sampling. We have a blended patient encounter. We have a DOPS or direct observation procedural skill, case discussion, and multi-source feedback. Now I will tell you about a blend patient encounters that we have do. That a student can in group as 4 or 5 students participate bedside tutorial and start with a pair direct observation and 1 student, and the group is observe performing adaptation, and then we can use a video to observe. Of course, we can use video. We can make a good video, good scenario to observe, and then the student can see the video. Then thereafter, the student is provide diagnosis, intervention based on clinical finding in that video. That the patient is unknown to the student. They don't know about the patient. So after presentation by student, the session focus on the important clinical skills, and then we have to give feedback to each student depend on their ability. Jadi selama proses salah satu assessment yaitu pakai blended patient encounter, mahasiswa ini bisa dibagi menjadi 4 sampai 5 kelompok dalam proses tutorial. Kemudian observasinya itu bisa dilakukan dengan video. Tentunya kita harus membuat video yang bagus atau skenario yang bagus, sehingga nanti mahasiswa setelah melihat kasusnya nanti bisa membuat diagnosa, membuat intervensi sesuai dengan clinical finding yang didapatkan di dalam proses tersebut. Kemudian pasien ini tidak diketahui oleh mahasiswa, tentu saja tetap harus sesuai dengan capaian pembelajaran mahasiswa. Nah, kemudian setelah selesai, nanti fokus ke clinical skills-nya, apa yang harus diperbaiki dalam video itu, apa yang kurang. Kemudian masing-masing mahasiswa nanti akan diberikan feedback, jadi providing feedback each student. And then the reflection after the implementation, we have to know that whatever forum and online video conferencing and effective substitute for face-to-face tutorial is unclear. We know that a discussion with a video is effective substitute, so that you have to have online discussion to the good online format promoted to the students. Jadi untuk beberapa hasil temuan kita memang diskusi video itu merupakan pengganti yang efektif bagi mahasiswa selama proses pandemi ini. Dan juga perlu kita ketahui bahwa ketika diskusi online itu menunjukkan memang harus banyak diprakarsai mahasiswa, misalnya mesti aktif. Jadi kalau forum online yang baik harus memang dirancang dengan baik, maka menjadi pembelajaran yang lebih baik. So that against online discussion, that that most online interaction that we know that while student offer knowledge with increase with a little evidence with new knowledge creation. Mahasiswa yang aktif itu biasanya lebih banyak berpikir kritis. Nah, kelemahannya pada mahasiswa ini biasanya berinteraksi satu sama lain. So the weak of the online system is difficult to interact and students. And then the reflection more is we know that instructor plays an integral role in ensuring successful forum outcome. Artinya apa? Bahwa dosen ini punya peranan yang penting, atau clinical teacher itu punya peranan yang penting pada fasilitator untuk memfasilitasi step by step, sehingga perlu persiapan yang matang. Nah, we have to have a good communication with the student, with the preceptor in hospital. We have a good communication to the staff, so we can facilitate student when we have teaching and learning. And the important case, we have reaching something. It's, according to Carr, Hart, and Trehan, the situation make us aligning people with plan resources and changing culture. Kuncinya bahwa situasi pandemik ini membuat kita bisa beradaptasi dengan orang lain, kemudian bisa juga kita rencanakan ulang terkait dengan SDM dan juga akan merubah budaya kita, terutama sekarang ini budaya kita menjadi budaya new normal. I think it's all. Thank you very much, and I give it again to the moderator. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Wino, for your informative presentation. Okay, Bapak Ibu, now is the time. That was the presentations by our speakers today, and now is the time for discussion session. there are several questions that already come in the question and answer room chat, and Dr. Sandeep has already answered the question. So I welcome you, the audience, to give the questions for Bu Inul. But first of all, I would like to read several questions that given by the audience from YouTube streaming. Okay, Dr. Sandeep, we have Pak Rahmat from Stikas Maluku Husada. He asked about what is your opinion about plasma convalescence therapy as one solution in treating COVID-19 patients? Okay, would you answer the question now?
Miss, can you repeat, please? Can you repeat, please?
Okay. Okay. Pak Rahmat from Stikas Maluku Husada asked about what is your opinion about plasma convalescence therapy as one solution in treating COVID-19 patients?
About the personal contact. Okay. As I mentioned in the chat also, one thing that if there is a personal contact, we have to make sure that from where it is coming. So where is the source? So if I am going to in contact as a health worker, if I go to treat any patient with COVID, so I should keep this data aware to everybody, and I should be self-isolated from others in the family, in the other workers also. So that does not mean that I am infected. I am taking proper prevention by PPE, by wearing gloves, by washing my hand with sanitizer after and before meeting with the patient. But we have to make this system, means in our mindset that yes, I am treating, so I have to be isolated from the society, and I should mainly mention, not that hide that data, that I have met with a COVID patient. I have handled the patient, so I should clear the data to everybody, mention that, and make self-isolation. As I told, that all patient not dying, there is immunity power is there. So it is not that I am going to meet a patient, I will be dying. So if we know that I have meet with the patient, I can be more take the preventive measure to spread the disease, means prevent the spreading of the disease. Okay, madam.
Okay. Pak Rahmat is the focus of the question is about the plasma convalescence therapy. Do you agree about that? Plasma convalescence therapy. Do you agree about?
Which therapy, madam? Cannot hear. Which therapy?
Okay, so Pak Rahmat asked about what is your opinion about plasma convalescence therapy as one solution in treating COVID-19 patients?
I cannot hear again. Cannot hear, madam. Can you type or
Okay,
what therapy?
Plasma convalescence therapy. What do you think about that for treating the COVID-19 patients?
I don't understand.
Okay, did you hear that?
Cannot hear, madam. Which therapy I cannot hear? Which therapy you are?
You couldn't hear? Plasma therapy.
Plasma.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Yes, plasma
Yeah.
therapy. No, actually this one, as I told, that immunity system. So plasma is from same type of immunity also should give. So who is going to give the plasma? That we have to think. Suppose we are not allowing other patient to come into the hospital at present. As the hospital are treating COVID, so we are not allowing normal patient also, normal delivery patient or normal other case also to come into the hospital. So how we can collect the plasma? How we can isolate the plasma? And how we assure that that person who is donating plasma, he don't have COVID. Because if I test now, maybe the test come negative, but he has infection in COVID. We don't know that. So we cannot think that yes, this plasma therapy is very easy and we can give it to everybody. We can try as a clinical trial. We must try that source. Like we are giving the dengue also, the platelet is low, then we are giving the blood, means the blood system if you infuse. But it is not that easy that taking one plasma sample for COVID and give to the COVID patient. So it is very difficult thing. And but if last stages, if there is no option, we can try, of course.
Okay, thank you for the answer, Dr. Podar. I hope Rahmat is agree with the answer. And then the next question is from Ispri. I don't know whether it is he or she. And the question is, how Malaysia government, mainly Ministry of Health, able to suppress the number of deaths and recovery quite fast? Yes. Shall I repeat the question?
Means you are telling that Malaysia government mainly in health ministry or hospital able to suppress the number of death and recovery is quite fast. No, it is that there is no suppression is there. So actually they are taking proper measures to control the disease. As I told, they have one hospital, they have found 80 of the health worker have been affected. They are affected with COVID, the health 80. So they closed down the hospital. Immediately they planned another hospital can accommodate 1,500 people. It is not 50 people or 10 people. 1,500 people can accommodate. So accordingly, they have kept another hospital ready. As soon as this hospital is closed down, with the health workers is affected, they open another hospital. The police affected, so they are keeping the data. They isolate the police and treat. It is not that immediately they release or something. So it is a proper way of handling the things. It is not that surprising, oh, there is no infection. This hospital is affected, no problem. We keep the patients there. We don't open another hospital. They are opening another hospital. So that hospital can cater the infected person. If suppose they are doing random checking in the wet market, they found, okay, this case is positive. They seal the wet market. You understand? 91 wet market in the Malaysia. They are supplying the vegetables, food to local people. So that wet market is favorable wet market closed, total closed, because they found the infection. After few days, again the test, after monitoring, they are opening, but not that big wet market closed. So the vegetables source, they have to source other wet market. So like that way, they are controlling the matters. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Sani, for the answer. Next question is how long the time that that was taken in Malaysia to normalize the situation during the pandemic?
No, actually the time limit is we have started, Malaysia started the lockdown from 16th March. So 16th March, they start for 1 month. Again, they extend the MCO, movement control order, they tell. Accordingly, they are again extended. March, they have opened the flight up to 31st March so that other international persons can go back to their country. But many countries now already sealed their airport. So now still they have closed and they have extended the MCO. Like now they have extended up to 9th of June. So we hope, but they have lifted many bindings. So they are allowing many things. Like now they have allowed, I just told, they have allowed tennis playing, they have allowed restaurant to open, operate, like that stage by stage, not at a glance they have opening. All the malls now opening, all shops now opening, but There is limitation. If you go to Tesco, Giant, you have 20-minute time, 30-minute time fixed. More than that, they are not allowing. You are when you entering, time is noted. So like that, the stage by stage, it is opening. So at present, the date is 9th June. So they will open, but there is already a moratorium of organizing any event up to 31st June, right? 30th June already previously, and they have extended the education sector also. No, means physical class, etc., except for certain courses, up to 31st December, like that. So the date will again they will think, and it is also come up with the infection rate, etc. But at present it is up to 9th June.
Okay, so now Malaysia is still working on it to normalize the situation, right?
Yes, madam.
So now Malaysia is still working to normalize the situation. Is
Yes, yes,
it right?
yeah. Yes. So we are working
Okay.
on this online system, and also some we are doing office work also. Many office open, many cars moving in now on road, and interstate. If everybody want to go, they have to take special permission. And also that flight also running from one state to another state. The students and who have want to go with special permission, they can go and board the flight and go to other places.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Potter. Now, a question from Pak Heru Sulistiono. How to prevent for more new cases in Malaysia?
How to prepare?
How to prevent new more cases in Malaysia?
Oh, that is only by means by screening. There is only prevention. Right? They are maintaining social distance. They are doing the thermal checking. Now in Tesco, they have make fixed on big machine. You don't have to do like this test in like thermometer like that. If you go stand, the image will come up with the temperature. As I told that they are using the mobile app in the Tesco malls. Whenever you go, you have to scan the code, and time, date, temperature of that area will be recorded. So accordingly, they are monitoring, and they are monitoring the spreading of the disease. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Potter. Bapak Ibu, we still open the question and answer session. If there are another question that you will ask our speakers, Bu Inung or Dr. Potter. Okay, so there are several questions that already given by the participants and already answered by Dr. Potter in the question and answer room chat. Okay, we have one question for Bu Inung here. Bu Inung, well, this is mixed between Japanese language and Bahasa. Should I translate in English? Or Bu Inung, ada kan metode yang oke
Yes,
untuk
please translate.
mahasiswa profesi dalam mencapai pembelajaran, apakah ada metode yang bisa digunakan jika mahasiswa belum bisa melakukan praktik di rumah sakit? Oke, Bu Inung, mohon jawabannya.
Baik, thank you very much, but I will answer with Bahasa because you know that we have to share to the participant, all of them is from Indonesia. Baik, untuk pertanyaan dari Mas Suyanto, untuk klinik atau laboratorium yang tidak bisa dilakukan atau digunakan pada saat ini bisa diganti dengan berbagai metode. Contohnya, misalnya, kita bisa memberikan pendidikan kesehatan yang kemudian direkam, kemudian bisa diupload di media sosial, kemudian disampaikan di komunitas dan keluarga, kemudian tanggapannya seperti apa. Kemudian ada juga metode yang dilakukan itu yang sekarang itu ada yang sudah atau jadi relawan. Nah, sebagai relawan itu contohnya misalnya 2 minggu jadi relawan, kemudian 2 minggu menjadi di karantina. Jadi itu total 4 minggu itu bisa dikatakan sudah 4 SKS yang dipakai mahasiswa. Nah, kemudian apalagi yang bisa kita lakukan pada saat mahasiswa belum bisa praktek, itu kita bisa kerjasama juga dengan puskesmas atau pada saat proses pembelajaran di rumah sakit bisa dengan preseptor, kita buat WA group. Nah, di dalam WA group ini kita bisa membuat atau contohnya misalnya kalau di puskesmas nih, kita bisa buat yang di puskesmas tersebut ada enggak ODP-nya atau OTG-nya berapa. Nah, kita bisa buat WA group, di situ ada OTG, ada ODP. Nah, itu bisa kita berikan informasi apa yang harus dilakukan ODP atau OTG, sehingga nanti ilmu apa yang bisa kita berikan itu bisa membuat ODP atau OTG itu bisa berkurang kecemasannya, dan kita juga bisa melakukan praktek saat di situ. Nah, kemudian bagaimana dengan keterampilan yang tidak bisa dilakukan pada saat pandemik ini? Nah, awal Juni ini kan sudah mulai new normal, tapi kita lihat juga apakah mahasiswa bisa masuk ke rumah sakit atau tidak. Nah, harapannya kita akan dipetakan ulang dulu kompetensi yang mana yang memang tidak bisa dilakukan, kita kumpulkan kompetensinya, kemudian nanti kita redesain kembali untuk prakteknya atau profesinya. Nah, kita redesain ini kita bisa buat untuk prakteknya itu lebih ringkas, lebih cepat, tanpa mengurangi kompetensi yang dilakukan oleh mahasiswa. Nah, sehingga ketika sudah ada penyesuaian di peta atau redesain kurikulum tadi, ini mahasiswa bisa mencapai kompetensinya. Nah, kemudian apabila mahasiswa itu sudah masuk ke rumah sakit, berarti ya kita gunakan protokol COVID-19 supaya mahasiswa aman, sehat, tidak tertular oleh COVID. Nah, bagaimana yang lain yang saya jelaskan tadi, banyak juga mahasiswa yang sudah bekerja tapi belajar, misalnya pada saat profesi. Nah, berarti pada saat profesi tersebut, ketika mahasiswa bekerja, itu bisa juga dihitung kompetensinya pada saat melakukan tindakan. Nah, kompetensinya apa yang sudah tercapai, apa yang belum. Nah, itu yang kita list pada saat proses pembelajaran profesi. Nah, kemudian pada saat kita belajar dengan mahasiswa juga harus perlu kita ketahui juga bahwa banyak masalah pada saat proses pembelajaran yang tentu saja bisa kita komunikasikan supaya berjalan dengan baik. Nah, yang terpenting bagaimana cara kita mengevaluasinya. Nah, pengalaman yang sudah kita lakukan di profesi yang di UNIMUS itu kompetensi kita lakukan computer based test, jadi pakai CBT tiap stase. Jadi setiap stase kita berikan ujian CBT, kemudian setelah selesai semua stase yang sudah dilakukan, termasuk untuk karya tulis ilmiah, itu kita berikan juga untuk ujian tryout beberapa kali, baik internal maupun dengan AIPNEMA maupun dengan dengan nasional atau UKOM. Nah, itu yang kita lakukan selama mahasiswa belum bisa masuk rumah sakit. Mungkin itu Bu Desi, saya kembalikan lagi waktunya.
Ya, terima kasih Bu Inu. Okay, we have one more question from for Dr. Sandi Podar from Fauzia Nia. How, according to you, regarding a new pandemic COVID-19 cluster is found, what should be prepared from health workers, especially for nurses? Okay, Dr. Potter, can you hear the question?
Means how the COVID can be control spreading among the health worker. The question?
Yeah, among health workers, especially for nurses. So, according to you, because the COVID-19 cluster, the new COVID-19 cluster is found, so what should be prepared for the health workers, especially for nurses?
Okay, so as we know that it is a highly spreading disease, so when the patient is there in any ward, any room, that room already have some air that is infected air, but the spreading through the droplet. If I talk or sneeze, that droplet will spread to other person. So if I maintain a social distance of 2 meters, the droplet cannot come. But as when I am health worker, I have to go and serve the patient. I have to go and take the blood sample from the patient. So the nurse and health worker should wear gloves, PPE, and use sanitizer before going, and after also they should change. When you coming out from the patient place, you should change your the everything, the gloves, etc., before going to other place. And after change, now suppose in India or other places, what they are doing, after they giving the duty of the health personnel around 7 days continuous. You cannot go out from the hospital. 7 days continuous, you stay in hospital. After that, go for self quarantine, another place for 14 days. Then you go to the home. So there is a difficult time, and all the health workers is facing, and they are doing. And also another thing is the health worker, as you are the nurses and ladies, I know that many of you don't take proper nutrition of your own. So that is the main cause of the spreading of disease, as less immunity. So you have to boost your immunity. The health workers should take more fruits, more vegetables, more protein diet like egg, etc., so that they can have the immunity to prevent the disease. Milk, vitamin C, fruits, you should take more. It is not that always sacrifice for family. Okay, I am my son, my husband will take this. No, you have to take care of your own health, and you have to take more fruits, more protein diet, so that you have the capability to boost your immune system and your health worker, means co-worker. And also there is another thing, mental anxiety. If mental anxiety is there, when I am isolated from my family, already I am stressed. Yes, my son is, I cannot see for 7 days what he or she is doing. I cannot see my family, if I can come back to my family or not. That type of stress is very much dangerous for working stress. That stress should be lowered by talking, by chatting, by phone is there, so you can chat with your friends, and you can make but like this online, you can talk, you can sing song or something, so that your mind will be diverted and you will be less stressed and your immunity will be more. So this is my thinking. I think it will be helpful for all.
Okay, thank you very much, Doctor, for the answer. Bapak Ibu, actually we want to continue this, but we have our limitation of time, so we finally come to the end of part of this webinar session. Before I close the webinar, I would like to take the conclusion from what speakers have presented. During the pandemic situation, nursing learning process and research must continue with some adjustment. Several learning strategies can be applied, including online class to the students, such as tutorial. And researches have already been done regarding the COVID-19 pandemic. And in Malaysia, research explained that majority of the Malaysian public agreed that COVID-19 will be successfully handled. And let us hope this condition will be soon getting better and all of our daily routines return to normal. And as Dr. Potter said before, from the quote, when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. I would like to thank so much for the speakers, Dr. Sandi Podar and Bu Indum, for the informative and interesting presentation. And thank you all the participants for the active contribution. Hopefully, the webinar will be beneficial for all of us. Amin, amin, ya rabbal alamin. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And I will give the time to our MC, Bu Dewi. The time is yours.
Thank you, Mrs. Desi, to be a great moderator today. Giving COVID donation from Dr. Sandi Podar. We would like to invite Nurse Eni Hidayati and Nurse Mahmuda to give COVID donation. Please welcome on the stage.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sandeep.
Thank you, Dr. Sandi, for your donation.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sandi, for your donation for Indonesia.
Okay, I will inform the information for all the participants. For the link of certificate will be sent to email participants who fill out the registration and evaluation form. The time is a maximum of 3 weeks after the webinar. For further information, please you can contact the committee. Untuk link sertifikat akan dikirim ke email peserta yang melakukan registrasi awal dan akhir. Waktunya maksimal 3 minggu setelah acara webinar ini. Dan untuk info lebih lanjut, silakan bisa menghubungi kontak person yang sudah ada. Terima kasih. On behalf of the host and committee, we would like to say thanks again for speaker and all of the audience for active participation. Thank you and good afternoon. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.